Good morning, it's Miss Dolores from Baldwin Borough Public Library. As you can see, I'm outside today and you can see the library behind me. I'm enjoying this beautiful spring-like day, and I always record these a day before. So today is Monday, so I'm enjoying the sunshine, and I hope you enjoyed the sunshine. Hopefully we'll have sunshine when you're viewing this also. So welcome to Big Science Little People. Today we are going to focus on balance, and you may have walked on a balance beam, or you may have done some experiments with balancing. So today I have a cool book for you on balance. It's actually perfect for this age group. And then at the end, after the book is done, we're going to do an activity where we're going to make our own balance scale, and we're going to do some activities with balancing. So today's story is called Balancing Act, and as you can see, there's two mice, and they have a rock and they have a big twig. Now mice are really tiny, so they're able to balance fairly easily on something that is small, like a small twig. But as you will see in the book, some things throw the stick off balance. This book is written by Ellen Stoll Walsh. All right, I'll come closer so you can see the pictures. So there you can see that they are carrying the stick over to the rock, and they're going to balance the stick perfectly on the rock. So the center of the stick has to be in the center of the rock. The mice made a teeter-totter. It was fun to balance. Okay, so you can see this mouse is heavier, this mouse is lighter, but look where he is. He's way over here on this stick, and this mouse is at the end of this stick. What do you think this mouse has to do to make the stick be straight? He has to move. Let's see where he moves to. One mouse on each end. Ta-da! Okay, they both had to go to the end of the stick. And now we see that the stick is nice and straight and perfectly balanced. But then a salamander wanted a turn. Okay, so along came a salamander. And as you can see now, there's two animals on one side, but only one mouse on the other. So this side is heavier, this side is lighter. So this side went down, this side went up. They need to get it in balance again. Let's see how they're going to do that. Luckily, a friend stepped in to help. Perfect. Balance again. Okay, so another salamander came along. So now we have two mice and two salamander. Okay, so the mice are toward the middle, salamanders on the end, and now the stick is straight again, perfectly balanced, 2 and 2. Uh-oh, a frog. All right, look, that frog is about to jump on that stick. Which side do you think is going to be heavier? This side? No. This side? Yes. All right, let's watch what he does. Whoa! All right, he's really heavy. So see how this side of the stick went way down, and this side of the stick went way up. All right, what do they need? What animal do they need to make this side balanced? We have two mice and two salamanders, but only one frog. Looks like we need another frog. But then another frog. All right, here he comes. Do you think it's going to be balanced? We're going to have 3 animals on each side. Let's see. Balance once more. Okay, 2 frogs, 2 salamanders, and 2 mice, and the stick is nice and straight, which means it's balanced. Okay, let's see if any other animals come along. no, a bird wants to balance. Which side do you think the bird is going to go on? The one with the red salamander or the side with the blue salamander? Let's see. Can you make a guess? All right, here he comes. Whoops, that's not going to work. All right, he went on the side with the red salamander, but when he did, he's so heavy that all the other animals flew off of the stick. Now they're all flying up in the air and everything's off balance. Or maybe it will. All right, so this is what they did. The one bird, he was so heavy, he's on the side by himself. And the two frogs, the two salamanders, and the two mice all equal the same weight as the one bird. And now the stick is balanced once again. So they figured out how to make it balanced. We're going to do that in our activities. But not for long. Too many balancers. Okay, too many balancers. Look what happened. The stick broke. Remember, the stick was only started out being for the two tiny mice, but too many animals came along and the stick broke and now they all fell off. Too many balancers. Time for everyone to find something else to do. Okay, so the frogs are hopping away, the bird's gonna fly away, the salamanders are crawling away. What do you think the mice are gonna do? Except for the mice. Look, they're gonna do it again. They have a new stick, they're gonna do another balancing act, just the two mice. And we know from the beginning that they weigh the same, so the stick is going to be balanced. So this is a really good introduction to balancing for toddlers, Balancing Act by Ellen Stoll Walsh. And we have this available at the library if you'd like to come in and check it out. Okay, so now we're going to do the activity portion, and you're going to need some supplies. You're going to need a hanger, just a regular plastic hanger, 2 cups like plastic, I use solo cups, some string, and a hole punch. And that's all you need to make a balancing scale. Let's find out how. So today we're going to make our own balancing scale just from items that you already have around your home. So I have a plastic hanger. You can see that it's the one that has the hooks on it, but you can use a different kind, anything that has something notched out where you can hang, or you can just simply hang the string right from the bottom straight piece. A hole punch or something to poke holes into your cups. You need 2 either paper or plastic cups. I like to use like the solo cups because they're a little stronger, and some string or some yarn that you might have around your home. So the first thing we're going to do is take your hole punch or anything that you have that you can put some holes in, and you're going to make 2 holes on the opposite sides of your cup. And then you're going to do that to the other one. It's going to be relatively, close to the top, but not too close. Just opposite sides of each other. And then you're going to want to cut your string in equal lengths and feed it through on one side and the other, and then attach it to your hanger. So here I have 2 lengths of string that are equal, and you're going to start on the outside where the hole is on the outside, and you're just going to feed it through. And then you're going to knot it right there on the end. So your child will need help with this part. Just make sure it's nice and secure so the cup doesn't them out, so I just have a double knot. And then you're going to loop it around and go to the outside of the cup and in again with the string. And you're going to double knot that. Okay, so it looks like this, and then when you have your hanger, you're just going to hang it on that hook. And it will hang down, and you're just going to do that to both cups, and then we'll come back and I'll show you some activities you can do with a balancing scale. So after your balancing scale is made, you can just hang it on a doorknob or anything where you can hang the hanger. I'm just using the doorknob here in the library in our program room. So you can see that the cups are equal and the string is equal, so everything is balanced. So I just have some pretend play toys for the kitchen, but you might have some real items that you can use at home. So I have an orange pepper, and I have a lemon, and we're going to see which one is heavier. So you drop it in your scale, and you can see that the blue cup went down and the green cup went up because the blue cup, that side, is heavier on the scale. So I'm going to drop this lemon in. Do you think it's heavier or lighter than the pepper I put in there? Can you make a guess? So this is another great thing, is you can have predictions and your child can guess. Okay, so I'm going to drop this in the green cup. So you can see how the hanger is sloped down. You can see that the blue cup side is still heavier. So my orange pepper was heavier than my lemon. So I'm going to take them out, and we're going to do a couple more, and you can guess. Okay? All right, so we're going to hang that back up and have them be equal. So this time we're going to do a green apple and a green lime. All right, so I'll put the green apple in the blue cup. You see that side went down again. So let's see what happens with the green lime. Oh, so they're pretty equal. Do you see how the hanger is straight? That means the green lime was just as heavy as the green apple. All right. Did you guess equal? I was thinking my apple might be a little heavier. All right, we're going to do one more. These are two fruits that are yellow. You have a yellow banana and a yellow lemon. Okay, so I'm going to put the yellow banana in the blue side. Oh, you see it went way down. So that's really heavy. And what about the lemon? Do you think that's heavier or lighter than the banana? Let's see. Can you make a prediction? Okay, here we go. Oh, did you guess the banana was heavier? It is. See how the hanger is sloped down? So the banana is heavier. Okay, the other thing you can do with your balance scale is to say how many would you put in to make it equal and balanced. So the two objects so you need two different objects and you need several of them. So I'm going to use some Legos and I'm going to use some green frogs. All right, so I'm going to put 6 of these Legos into the blue cup. Okay, so with each Lego, see how this is heavy now and the green cup doesn't have anything in, so it's lighter. So how many green frogs do you think it will take to be the same weight for that hanger to go straight that it did to put 6 Legos in. All right, let's start counting how many frogs I'm going to put in. 1, think we need more. 2, 3, it's getting there. 4, still not equal. 5, 6, 7. So it took 7 green frogs to equal 6 small Legos. So this is another thing you can do. You can compare 2 objects. How many of this compared to that is the same weight? So you can do a lot with these cups. I hope you have fun playing games and making predictions with your balance scale. Well, I hope you enjoyed learning how to make a balancing scale today. I hope you have a good rest of the week. Enjoy the weather, and we'll be back next Tuesday at 10:30 for 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten. There are still spots available for our March 30th program. If you would like to sign up online, you can visit our website at www.baldwinboroughlibrary.org. All right, I hope you guys have a great week. Enjoy the sunshine. Bye-bye.